Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Myself, Dr. Sumit Patil, and I make videos upon English literature. And up till now, I have made several videos upon the history of English literature, as well as upon biographies also. Recently, I have posted on biographies. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the new and unknown facts as well as so many secrets which I share in my YouTube videos about English literature. So, to begin with today's video, I would be talking about a very interesting group of people who were living during the Renaissance period. We can say Renaissance period also, and as well as we also can say they were living during the Queen Elizabeth the First when she was ruling. 1558 she started ruling, and she ruled till 1603. So these group of people are called as the university wits. So why these people are called the university wits? Who are these people, and who coined the term the university wits, and several other viewpoints we would be looking in this video. But the first and the foremost thing you must remember here is that who coined this term, the university wits? It was the 19th century journalist and author George Saintsbury who coined the term the university wits. And why these people are called as the university wits? Because they belong to the most famous or the most ancient as well as important universities located in United Kingdom, that is Oxford and Cambridge universities. There are 5 to 6 people such as Thomas Kidd, Thomas Nash, Thomas Lodge, Robert Greene, George Peele, John Lilly, as well as Christopher Marlowe. So let's begin with the university wits and their important key concepts. What are the important key concepts related to university wits? So now, as I told you that there are people such as Thomas Kidd, John Lilly, George Peele, Robert Greene, Thomas Lodge, Thomas Nash, and Christopher Marlowe. Now, the second important point you must remember here, that is they belong to Oxford, as I told you. Now, who belong to Oxford or who belong to Cambridge? Now, Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, and Thomas Nash, these three writers, they belong to the Cambridge University. And John Lilly, Thomas Lodge, and George Peele, they belong to the Oxford University. So please remember this point. And now one important person here or writer is Thomas Kidd, who was neither from Cambridge or from Oxford, but although he is included in university wits, as well as his most famous writing, that is the Spanish tragedy, is very famous. Now, to talk about the term, as I right now told you that the university wits was coined by 19th century journalist and author George Saintsbury. And apart from that, if I give you the another characteristics of these people, wherein Edward Albert in the book History of English Literature, he highlights that about these people there are a few points which I would be highlighting. The first and the foremost characteristics of these people, the university wits, is they were fond for heroic themes. Now, heroic themes such as figures, important figures like Muhammad and Tamburlaine. And second point, that is heroic themes, wherein heroic treatment such as there were great fullness and variety of other things were also highlighted. Splendid descriptions, long swelling speeches were also included in their dramas, and they handled very lucidly such as violent incidents and emotions, and these qualities were excellent when they held in restraint, and often too it led to loudness or disorder. And the third characteristic of these people are the style was also heroic, and the chief aim was to achieve strong and sounding lines, magnificent epithets, and powerful declamation, which led to abuse and to mere bombast. And the best example here is Christopher Marlowe, and his result is quite impressive. And other thing apart from this is they were quite elastic. their content was quite elastic. And Christopher Marlowe has also used blank verse in his dramas, and the themes were also usually tragic in nature. As I told you right now, Thomas Kyd's The Spanish Tragedy, wherein the fight was between England and Spain, and the England won the war in the year 1588, the Spanish Tragedy. Okay, it was based upon. And then the themes were usually tragic in nature, as I right now told you. Then these dramatists were also had a kind of rule wherein they were earnest to give heed to what is considered to be lower species of comedy, and they generally lack real humor. In the early drama is one of the most prominent figures. And apart from that, when it is brought in all which is coarse and immature, almost only the representative of writers of real comedies is none other than John Lilly, whose Euphues is very important. And apart from that, as I told you right now, that these were notable group of English dramatists who wrote between the years I told you, wherein Queen Elizabeth was ruling, 1558 to 1600. And here the important thing you must remember about Christopher Marlowe is he was born on 26th of February 1564 in Canterbury, Kent, in England, London. And the same year, in April, William Shakespeare is born, and these two are the contemporary writers. And the notable works of Christopher Marlowe is Tamburlaine the Great, Dido, Queen of Carthage, Dr. Faustus, The Jew of Malta, Edward II, and Hero and Leander. And apart from that, if I talk about Thomas Kyd. Now, as I right now told you about Thomas Kyd, he was very famous while writing tragedies, and he was also the very important person. If we talk about his works, if I talk about his works, the Spanish Tragedy, which was published in 1587, and Fair M and Cornelia and King Lear were also important points. Now, if I talk about other university wits and their characteristics, so the important thing which you should remember here is that they also highlighted few other things, wherein George Peele, who was also born in London, and Robert Greene, these people they highlighted few things, such as as I right now told you that they highlighted heroic figures and several other things. And to give you another thing, that the characteristics, as I right now told you, Elizabethan group, they were also called as in the Elizabethan theatre. And then apart from that, if I talk about John Lilly, and then some important plays of John Lilly, that is Compass 1584, Endymion, Sappho and Phaon, Galatea, Midas, The Woman on the Moon, and Love's Metamorphosis, and Mother Bombie. And Christopher Marlowe, I have told you. George Peele, his major works is the famous Chronicle of King Edward I, Arrangement of Paris, The Old Wives' Tale, The Love of King David and Bathsheba, The Battle of Alcazar, and The Device of Pageant, and The Life and Death of Jock Straw. Then Robert Greene, he was also highlighted, and his best books, or he was very influenced from other people of his contemporary writers. And then comes Thomas Lodge. He educated not only in Trinity College, London, but he was also English physician, and his important works is Rosalind, you must remember this thing, and Euphues' Shadow, The Life and Death of William Longbird, A Treatise of the Plague, and Defense of Poetry, Music and Stage Plays, and The Wounds of Civil War. Then comes Thomas Nash. He is also considered as the greatest of English Elizabethan pamphleteers. During this point of time, Robert Greene and his contemporary writers, they also highlighted the pamphlets wherein they included the social political things. So one of them is Thomas Nash, and his important things are Summer's Last Will, The Terrors of the Night, Unfortunate Traveller, Christ's Tears over Jerusalem, Dido, Queen of Carthage, and The Isle of Dogs. Then Thomas Kyd, I have told you, the Spanish tragedy. So with this, I guess you all have got the idea. With this, I guess you all have got the idea about university wits and who are those people who coined the term, where they studied, as well as what are their important works. So with this, I conclude this video. I expect you all please share this video as much as possible, because it takes a lot of effort, as I have told you in my previous videos also, as well as research also. So I expect you to please share this video as much as possible with your family and friends who love English literature, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel who are new to my videos, who are watching new. Thank you so much.